Hey guys, it's Irene from Property Pie. This is a quick video today just to talk about how to hook up Stash into Claude, which is really exciting and really helpful. For those of you guys out there that love to use AI or just learning to use AI and are struggling to find the right property and you're finding it really too tedious, this recording is for you. So let's jump into it. So quickly, what is Stash? A really, really helpful tool that helps you to dive into properties and really quickly analyze sites, look at overlays in a matter of a few clicks. It is just a bit of a caveat here. I am not supported by or sponsored by Stash. I wish I was. The subscription is around $275, I think, the last time I checked a month. So it's not really a cheap subscription, but I would highly recommend it. It's super helpful and useful for someone that's constantly on the hunt for a property deal. So just a quick overview of Stash. You can basically use it to find suburbs, on-market deals. The really helpful tool that we have here with Stash is that you can search by property zoning. You can look at different layers, so you can turn them on and off. Instead of having to go through each council website, you can just turn the layers on and off, and that gives you a really quick overview of whether this site ticks the boxes or not. So now, how do we supercharge this? We do this by hooking up Stash into Claude, and I'm going to show you that in this video. So first of all, step one is you need to subscribe to Stash, and yes, you need to invest into that monthly subscription, and that allows you to connect it through. Now, once you've paid for a subscription, you're in the website. This is how you hook it up into Claude using MCP. So go into my profile here. You go into AI Access, and here you can choose your AI provider. You click Claude. That's the preferred one, and that's the instructions that come with it. You copy that server URL, that's important. And also what you do is you download these Stash skills. Let's just download it all. So I'm just going to drop all these skills in, which is great. Now that's all done. Now step two is to subscribe to Claude or to sign up to you can do a free online version of Claude. I personally like to download the desktop app because it's just a lot easier to use if you're using your laptop a lot. So I've downloaded here a Claude on desktop app, and I'll show you how we can hook that in a sec. So in here you copy server URL, that's already done. And then what I do now is I flick over into Claude. All right, so I'm here in Claude now, and this is the Claude desktop app. Go in here, go in setting, and you'll see a section here called skills and connectors. Go in connectors, and I'm gonna go add a custom connector. I'm going to call this Stash API and chuck in that URL there. So now we go into the connect screen, and it sort of redirects you to the Stash page now. All right, so it's brought me to this screen to authorize Claude. I'm going to go approve. All right, now it's going to take me back to Claude. All right, so now we're connected to Stash, which is great. So then what I do from here is I can upload my skills. So if you click into skills here, you can, I've already pre-added some skills in the past, but let's just test adding some new skills. So you can go upload skill and click the folder to upload. Let's try find on market skills and open that. All right, so I've just added those skills now. And there you have it. That's really all the steps. And it's pretty simple, as you can see. So then what you can do now is you can create a project. And I always recommend creating a new project for if you're doing property specifically. So I've got one here called Property Physos, and you can just type in an address that you want to analyze, and it does it for you. So you can see here that I've been sort of using this quite steadily and putting in addresses to do Physos for me. And so we can test an address now. So let's try one of the ones I've used before. So while I'm waiting for that, just a handy tip, and you can see that it's loading a Physo skill here, so that's good. So that means that was working. Result. That took a little while. It took about maybe 5 minutes to run in this case, and it really depends on the site, but this is a feasibility report that it spits out using Stash. Really, really helpful. Gives you the full planning details, the zoning, some land comps and so on. Now, take all this with a pinch of salt because sometimes it can maybe provide land comps that aren't quite comparable. So always sense check and double check the results that it comes up with. But in this case, it looks like it's an all right deal. I mean, margin of cost 5.2. Again, you need to probably go through each line item and double check your FISO. So don't just take it at face value. You have to do more research, but it's a really great tool just to give you a quick heads up on whether it's worth looking into or not. Just another tip as well that I like to do is in your project folder, always set up a separate project folder for your property deals, and like I have done here, and then also include instructions because that gives context to Claude so that it doesn't sort of stray off on a strategy that doesn't align to what you're looking for. So include some simple instructions. For example, I've got here always carry out preliminary feasibility first. If no blockers, then proceed to full analysis. That way you get to save on a few tokens. Another tip as well is so that you can keep track of all your different conversations, always rename each chat with the address of the property so that if you ever need to go back and go, what was the outcome of this particular one, you can always just click on it and it will give you the full background of what it's done in the past. And that's it, guys. So hopefully you found that useful. Very short video on just how to do this. And if you like what I've covered today, please like and subscribe. It means a lot and helps get our numbers up and helps me create more content like this. Thanks.